Hi guys, thanks for joining me. It's me, Mark from Crown Rencroft Station. How you doing? Not teaching you any of you to suck eggs, but I thought I'd do this because I've got quite into it as it happens, and that's soldering. My mate taught me, thanks Steve, you know, at work. Just appreciate that. You taught me how to do it, and I haven't really looked back, but I dabble, get it wrong sometimes. Trial and error. I think we'll all go down that road. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to pan round and show you what bits we've got here today and what I'm going to try and show you. Just a couple of small bits to do, and then we can take it from there. So I'll do a quick description of what we've got, and then I'll explain what we're going to try and do, and hopefully, because it's all, I've got no one help me with the camera, so it's just me on my own, so we'll have to just suck it and see, as they say. Anyhow, here we go, guys. Okay, guys, so anyway, this was I think I only paid about £7 for this off eBay, and this is the soldering iron. You know, it's got a dial on here. If you can get this focus, it's got a dial for heat, but I just wind it right up. It's alright. It comes with different ends, but I prefer to have the one like you might better see it there if I can get the camera to focus it. Let's see if it just doesn't want to. Let's try this. We'll get there in a minute. Doesn't really seem to want to focus. Anyhow, what we've got on the end is the sort of a wedge edge, so to speak. But it's better for getting your material on there. Can I get it? Will it focus? What do you reckon on that, guys? All that and it won't focus. I'm trying. Anyhow, we won't worry about that. But it's basically there we go. You might just about to see it there. It's sort of a chamfered end on the end. Yeah, so, but we'll see. Anyhow, that's that. And what I use, obviously got your thing, always put it in here like, so safe, keep it safe. Got me normal solder, good stuff. Got some bits of small wire for you to do the demonstration. I use this to clean it, so because this might be quite hot, I normally like that. Look, just drag it through it, guys. That's all you have to do. Drag it through. You can see the little smoke coming off of it because it's sort of, just do that, twist it about, that's what I do. Get it off the thing, and what it does actually clean the end up quite well. Again, we can't really, there we go, guys, look at that, look. You can see, that's what I meant by the chamfered end. That's the end I always use, best for everything. Not a point, slight edge, brilliant. Anyway, that's that, so we've cleaned it. What materials I always use is obviously that for doing the tinning, and excuse the dogs that bark all the time here, my boys. Okay, and then we've got the different solders. We've got this one here. Sorry about the barking, you have to ignore that. It's Ted. Different size stuff for different jobs. This is obviously electrical stuff. I think thanks again, Steve. Supplied it for me. Very kind of you, mate. We'll use some different bits. This is the other one. I think he supplied this as well. It's different. You want lead free, really, to be fair. You know, if you can, these days. But materials are pretty much good, whatever you get. Got some side cutters there for cutting the wires. We've got a little 9-volt battery there. All other brands can be Duracell rubbish. Don't last as long as much as any others. And this is one of them little CR batteries, little 3-volt, brilliant. eBay again, £2.50 I think it was, and then they're brilliant to do trials. And like for the LEDs that we're going to use today, I'll try and show you them working the best I can. And I'm going to use the shunter, which we can tell if it's going to work. The battery's good. Look, guys, let's turn it sideways. Let's see if we can do it. Put it on there. We know the battery's good. And it's that way, and if you turn it obviously the other way, it goes the other way. And what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to attempt to solder each side, put a bit of wire on, go straight to the wire on the track, which is what I've done out on my bridge. You can do bridging over, or if you want to use it for your supply lock wires, it will all help best I can. I'll try and show you how I've done it on this piece of section. And then we'll try and make the train slightly run on it to prove that it works. And that's what we're going to do, guys. So, right, that's the bits and pieces for us to do our demonstration. Hopefully it'll go right. Okay, hi guys. All right. Yeah, it's going to be quite interesting because I don't know how I'm going to get my angles, but we'll give it a go because I'm going to have to just try and hold it. So one of the boys in my area is looking to see his nose here. Come see me. Right. Okay, guys. Right. So what we'll do now, we'll do the tinning. I'll show you. Here's the thing, and what I do is sort of put it in there a little bit. Just dab it in like that. That's all. But cleans the head. Always critical, that part. It cleans the head, so like on the end of it, so it's all nice and clean. And then what I generally do, we use that one which we had earlier, and if you look there, see if I can get it a little bit, just dab it on the end. Literally, you dab it on just so you see, till you see just a little bit comes on the end. That's all you want, like that. So that's your soldering iron set up and ready for when you do some tinning in bits and pieces. We'll do the tinning first, and then we can see how we get on from there. Okay, so let's start. So, right, you got 2 bits of wire. We'll use this. Obviously, we all know red is generally used for the positive, and the black for the negative. So what I'm going to do now is sort of like, if I just so you can see the end of it, trying to work out where the camera is so you can see it. Right, what I'm going to do is, and just I don't know, 5mm, something like that. Just cut the wire with these little wire cutters and twist the wire. So when you get your wire, just sort of twist it round, twist it round. Now what you want to do, right, what I might do is pick the camera up. Well, what you're going to do, where we use the solder, just dip it in, like that, just sort of into the solder and dip it in. Basically, it's ready for tinning, this one. This is for, like I'm saying, I'm doing the most basic bits for you guys. If you've not soldered, if you're scared of doing it because it's raw, hot, and I understand that because that was what my mindset was until I learned basic principles. Like I've put earlier, get your soldering iron, tin it, do the same thing what you would for the wire, more or less, so that you've got some material on the end of it, like that. You can just probably just see it there, a bit, maybe. Yeah, it's on the end, and obviously this piece of wire now is ready. It's basically got the end done. It's got the flux on it, so it's ready. So then what you do is you get your soldering iron, and you gently just touch it. Really, pretty much. Got both sides. That's what I generally do. Sometimes it doesn't come out. Look, I mean, you can see there. That's it tinned. So you know that's your tinned ready. This one is ready for whatever one you application for it. So okay, because we're going to use this on the track. Okay, right. So then we do the same again. Obviously, I won't bore you with that. I'll quickly get an end. Okay, like that. Same again. I don't know, about 5mm. Get your little wide strippers. Twist it. Never leave it straight. So it makes it a lot stronger. Now you should be able to dip that in, as you saw what I did earlier. Same thing. Dipped it in the flux. We'll do it again for you. All I'm doing is just touching it. And what it is, it got the material off the soldering iron. Goes straight on there. Here you go, guys. That's that bit done. I'm sorry if it's a bit out of focus, but I'm trying to do this, as I say, I've got no assistance here, it's just me on my own. So yeah, that's what we've got there. Look, like material on there, soldered ready. Okay, guys. Now what I'm going to do is we're gonna attempt to do it on the track. Okay, so I might try and do it one-handed. We'll have to with the camera so you can watch what I'm doing. It don't make no odds to me because it's just a bit of track that I'm going to use as a demo. So okay, so what I'm going to do now, guys, is spin you round, and there's our track. Right, we'll put them little bits because I'm going to do a quick demo with the LEDs and the capacitors, resistors. You can always remember to use the resistors because you'll just blow up your little bulbs. But we'll come back to that. That's the next stage. So what I want to do again, guys, what we have to do is a bit of tinning. And I'm not sure if I've got a stick. I need a little stick or something to apply onto that. Let's have a look in my little box. We'll have a little look, guys. See what we've got in here. Bear with me. I normally got all sorts of bits of junk laying about. But I don't know about you guys, but when you need something, how many times do you go to get it? You ain't even got anything that you can use. But we'll attempt it with a little bit of this. Oh, I've just got a bit of a straw, really. We'll just use a straw. Right, dip that in. What I normally do, because if it starts to congeal and go hard, just get your solder on. Doesn't hurt. Just dip it in. Wet up a little bit, so you got a little patch that's wet. That won't hurt. As you can see, it's sorting out the end of it. So that's ready for more material to go on, which we'll do in a moment. Let's just put a bit there. So what's this for argument's sake? We're gonna want a bit there. Right. You can see it. Want to do it about there. Look, bit this side. So basically, all your rails are on the inside. So do everything on the outside, so that you've got things. So we'll spin it round. So we put the flux on the other side, and we'll go just a fag down further, so it's out of the way from the other one. If you can see that there. So you dab your solder down. Yeah, sorry, your flux. I do like mincing my words. Guys, sorry about that. It's just me. Anyway, as you can see, just so it's down the sides like that. Don't matter how much you put on, it won't hurt. It'll just dry up with the application of the solder. So then what we do is if you can see me here, I'm going to sort of get my solder, so like that. Because as I say, we've already prepared the end again on the soldering iron. So then what we'll do is we get the soldering iron, move it out of the way so you can see. Get the soldering iron, just go next to it. Let's see if I can I'm trying to get the camera on it. Just dab it. And what you get is your material on the end again, which is all you want. Just a little dab. Okay, so now what we do is then as you can see down the sides, we apply the soldering iron to the sides. Obviously the solder is cleaning the area, and obviously you've got to get your track hot, so that we can do it. So I'm just trying to work out how I can hold this. Right, and then just keep applying a bit more solder. I'm just getting it on the end of the soldering iron. Yeah, just to get that off of the plastic. Don't want that on the plastic. Yeah, it's quite awkward holding this like this, guys. So what I might do is spin you around. Put you back here a little bit. And what I might do is try and hold it. So you can see what we're trying to do. Just trying to get this. This is madness. Right, what I do, if you can see that, is just apply your soldering iron. And what you see there, guys, that's it. It's material. And in a second we'll put that wire on there, just to show you. Basically, it's it down the side. Oh, it's untidy, but you just get a bit of black paint, like I've done, where you got your black rails or whatever, black beams. You just paint it, and it basically just hides them. So what we do is we'll do the other side. So we've got the same again. So as you can see there, we've got the same again. So I'll get a bit of material, bit of solder. Sorry about the all over the place, guys. As I say, it's very difficult on your own doing it all. Okay, so what we'll do now is we will apply. Let's do the same principle. So the flux cleans. There we go, guys. That's all it is, just a blip. That's all you need. Just so it's adhered to your rail. Won't hurt the rail. You might warm up your beams, but nothing excessive. So like that, really, guys. Okay. Right, so I might have to move you again and try and. This is quite hard, to be honest, doing all this like this. Yeah, so what I'm going to do now, we're going to try and attempt to solder it to the thing. I'm going to try and make up something so you can see it. Let's see if I can get, I'm just jiggery pokering here, guys, just to try and help you so you can even see what we're doing here. Right, we'll use these little jaws on the track. There we go. You can just see it there. Look, guys. So obviously we've done our wires. So we've done all the soldering, tinning, and everything, and you just want to apply it onto there. So again, make sure you got your solder at the ready. Check your end. Make sure you got a bit of material on there. That's all you need. And if it's excessive, what you do is then get your scrunchie. And which is all I'm doing is dragging it through it, as you saw earlier. Same thing, just pull it through it. It cleans your head. I'll show you the head. Like that, guys. And basically, it just cleans all the loose materials. It's still hot. So then what you do is you just do your usual, like what I showed you earlier. I'll show you in a minute. I'm touching the end of it. Again, like that. So you get your little bit of material on the end of the solder. And then what we'll do, because imagine your wire will come up through here, you'd have a little bit excess, so it's like, you know, like for argument's sake, you'd have like a bit of a loop like that, so then you can pull it down. Or if you want to run through and it just comes through underneath, you have it like that, you know, that sort of thing. So it's sort of just showing. We'll do it like that, and just so we can, and I'm going to show you this, you know. So as I say, you can do it that way. Like I'm saying, so it comes up, drill a hole underneath where you want it to go on your layout. Or go through, and you can make a loop like that, you know, that sort of idea, you know, which is what we're going to do now. So, well to your oyster, you just have a go and see it. Let's see how we get on, guys. You might just be able to see it. So all I want to do is just on the top of it, and then leave it. Right, what we'll do is I'll bring the camera over if I can. And then you get your end product like that. Good as gold. That's that side done, guys. It's literally dab and touch. That's what I've learned with this game. Dab and touch. It's all down to your material on the end and your cleanness of your surfaces. Use this flux to clean it. I mean, you look, guys, look, that ain't coming off, okay? So now what we'll do, so that one, I can then bend it like that and tuck it out of the way. But obviously, we'll do the other one coming up from the bottom, if that helps. So we can show you how I do the bottom, if it come up from the bottom. Right, guys, I'm not going to put any more material on the solder. Well, I might do, actually. Just a snort, just a smallest amount on the end. So now let's assume you've drilled your hole and then you're coming up through the bottom. So all you do, you can see that there, it comes up, there's the wire, so you'd see it like that. Let's see if you can angle it a bit more. It doesn't matter, I'm going to try, still solder it. So you can see it there, guys. Down there, you can see it might be out of focus a little bit. Let's try and straighten you up. Yeah, that's a little bit better. So you come up through the bottom like that. So, you know, however you like, where your hole is drilled, get your solder. Again, line it up, make sure you're there pretty much. Try and get rid of a blob. Not very tidy, but you can, we'll just tidy that one up, shall we, guys, just for the hell of it. Right, I'll show you how easy it is to take it back off. Say you weren't happy with it, just touch it, take it off. And then we can clean up, we'll clean up the area a little bit. So then all we do, bring it back, so you got your soldering iron with your material on the end a little bit, just line it up. Leave it for just a second, don't blow it, you get a dry joint, just leave it. As soon as it's made contact, leave it. And then again, what I'll do is I'll take it off the thing and I'll show you what we've just achieved. Like that. Yeah, it's untidy. When you get a bit of sandpaper, rub it down off the top. Same with this one. If you're doing that, you run it round. But I done mine this way. So you had a little bit, I done mine like that. So you drill your hole underneath, you can tug it, look, not going anywhere. Okay guys? Right, so that's just how you can, methods of doing it for bits of track. So what we're going to do now, we're going to demonstrate. I'm going to sort of, yeah, the wire's a bit like it, and you can bend it. I can't really show you, but what we'll do is I'll show you what we're going to do. Alright? Right, okay. So, right, I'll pick the camera up and I'll spin you around, okay, so you can have a look. Right, so, okay guys, so this is the end product. Yeah, it's a bit untidy, you can rub it down, but I normally clean it. Bit of your contact electrical cleaners, clean the bit of track, and then basically you'd have your wire like this one, which I've bent it out of the way now for do the motor demonstration, power on it. As if it's coming through the floor, you wouldn't see it, and you just paint that when my finger's pointing, just black, just a bit of black. It blends in with all the beams. And then we got the power one on the right side. So, doesn't have to be very tidy. You can do it tidy if you want, but it'll still do the same job. Right, so what I've got to do now, show you the ends. I've got to just strip off these, just for demonstration purposes. This one's already got a bit off of it, so that's all right. So what we're going to do, I'm going to spin you back round so you can demonstration, proving that it works with the train. Because what I'll do is, I'll pick the camera up in a minute. We'll just put the train on there. It's probably going to go a bit quick if it works. So put it in the middle. It's very difficult doing this. Right, I'm going to turn it sideways now. So, yeah. See if you can see here's my battery. This is really hard to try and do this. What I'm going to do is just show you guys. Obviously we've got the 9-volt battery. We'll just put that piece of wire in there on the. It's irrelevant what, as you know, you just go forward or backwards. So I've got just strip the wire, guys. So just sing away, hum along to yourself for a minute. What was that? Is that on it? Yeah, it is on it actually. I've wedged you on something. Okay, let me just strip this wire back a little bit, just for demonstration purposes. Tying it up, all the wires are tying up anyway. You can probably see me doing that. Now, we'll just prove that what I've just done works. There you go, guys. We'll just slide it forward. Move that out of the way. It's just a touching a little bit. See, guys. And if you want to swap it round, might be able to see, or you just. Right, hold on. Yeah. Just to prove you guys it works. There you go. Swap it round the other way. Yep, that way. There we go. And that's the track, guys. Doing your tracks. We'll take the diesel logo off. Whoop, that's done its job. Right, okay, so there we go, guys. My way of how to do track. You can do it cleaner, but personally, have it like the black side. Drill your hole where you want it to be. You do the same if you've got dodgy fish tails, which is what I've done up the end here. Say you've got, you could come through, you've got that slight gap. Again, apply a little bit of solder to it. Flux and that, sorry, flux first. Remember the flux, that, which is your cleaner basically, material cleaner. That will clean it all up, and then obviously your choice of solders, which is I use that one as you saw. This is what we've used, and that's it. That works great. It's pretty much done. Quite pleased. So that's how you do your tracks, or how I do my tracks, which is what I've recently done. Okay, we'll put that out of the way over there, guys. Now what we're going to do, I'm going to spin. Okay, I don't even know if this is all going to work. Let's turn it that way, shall we? No, let's try it that way. It probably won't work, but we'll have to just see. Okay, guys, so what we're going to do now, we've got our little contraption here. I'm going to try and demonstrate to you Just basic, similar to what we did with the track. Do the tinning, do the flux, then do the soldering. And what we're going to do to show you, we're gonna just show you if you want it to sort of do, I don't know, something simple like an LED. Okay, so always the long prong is the positive. So we'll touch that with that, like you can see there, guys, and then we'll use the black, and you can see it lights up. Okay, now what we want to do, what we're going to try and do, is it will light up with the 9-volt, which is a bit more, you have to be careful because you will blow them, so only just touch it. That's weird, we've got a yellow one lighting up red. But that's cool. It gets very hot, so you've got to be careful because only 3 volts recommended these. Or, what we're going to do is you add the resistor, which basically it can then take it. So what we'll do, same thing again, guys. Get your solder, get your flux, dip it in, so your end's all nice and ready. Okay, and what we're going to do, I'll put it in here. And then we're going to do our tinning, right? You could really talk, pity you lot can't talk, because you could talk to me back of the method for it. So, stage 1, get your item. Stage 2, get your flux on the ends, right? Then get your soldering iron. Still not too bad. It's got a little bit of stuff on the end. So what we do is exactly the same as you do to a piece of wire. So you get your end, just put a bit of material, again, just on the end, that's all. And then what we do the same. Just touch your surface. You see it smoke a bit, but that's alright. And then you might be able to just see the material there on the end of it. Same thing, just touch it. Touch it. Wipe it a bit dirty. But it's alright, don't matter. Like that, okay? So then you get your resistor. Again, okay guys, what do we do first? Get your item, stick it into the flux. Remember the jar, then the flux, like that. Get the stuff on the end. Right, so then, next stage, do the tinning. Still have got enough material on there, I reckon, so then we just do the same. You'll see it, physically see the white stuff. It's a bit dirtier now, so I might have to clean the soldering iron. You get a lot of contaminants and dirt on there. But this is for the demonstration purposes. I'm just going to, there we go, dip your soldering iron into your flux. Drag it into scrunchie. Remember, clean the ends off. It gets, clean the tools, always keep the job good. Right, there we go, look, all nice and clean again. I don't know if you can see that really, probably not. Right, okay, so then I'll get a bit of material, bit of solder on the ends, like maybe we talked about. Just a little bit on the end. And we're going to do the connection now. We're going to, if it doesn't matter what end of these, it's just like a resistor is just like either end. Doesn't matter, plus or minus, makes no odds. So we're going to put it onto there. So all you do is touch it again. Get it like that so it's hot. Move it into the area. Get it like that so it's in there like that. Look. That's dripping a bit on me, so we'll try it like this. Steady hand is the key in all, guys. And yeah, we're not brilliant with steady hands. Used to be. Right, give it a tug. Look at that, look. Solid. I'll pull it off so you can see. Ready, guys? And then you just, yeah, that's it. The art is having that steady hand, because once the material starts cooling, that's it, and that's the joint. Quite pleased with that one. It's not a bad joint. How good you can see that, really. So hard trying to get it to focus, but yeah, it's pretty good. It's not bad. We'll deliberately put the other one on, guys, just as demonstration purposes. Right, we'll just grab that there so it's out of the way. We've already got that end done, remember, guys, so that's tinned. It's ready. So we've got to do the same for the next resistor. What's the old rules? Dip it into the flux. in the flux, so you got all the gumph on the end of it. Get a bit of material on the soldering iron again on the end. I'm just putting it on the end like that. Dab a little bit on. Do the same again, guys. Just clean it. Yeah, it might stuck. If it shows a bit black, it will still work. Don't be too concerned. And then what we'll do is do the same again. We'll just touch it on there. There's the material on the end of the LED. Just that steady hand, keep your hand still enough for it to adhere to it and stick. And so it all went quiet while we're doing it. Okay, guys, so here we go. Right, you can wipe it all off after, or heat shrink. Very small heat shrinks you could put on there, slide it over, just protect. But oh, this is just for demonstrate. Or like I do, move them out, bend them slightly. So this is what I do when I make my lights that you've seen on the trains. This is the same principles. So we're going to make it light up, guys, with the little 9V, because now it won't hurt it, providing it works. Let's try that way round. Okay, so I don't have the batteries at it. Let's try it with the 3V. I'm out of the view shot a little bit, so I don't know if to just see. Okay, so this one has decided not to work. I think it might have killed it when we tried the 9V to start with. Right, that ain't worked. So what we're going to do, we're going to make one work before you go, so you can see it work. Right, we've got a blue, right, guys? Good old blue. You've seen them on my layer and all. So I'm just putting that red off the little thing again, just so we can see it light up. There we go, guys. It lights. Now what I'm going to do is for you, because for demonstration purposes, we're getting half hour into this blooming video. Sorry, must be driving you mad with it. Again, get your flux, whack it in like that. Look at that. Look, you can see it, all the gumph on the end. Great. That's just what you want. Don't matter if it gets dirty, like what we said about a little while ago. It don't matter. It really doesn't matter. So what we're going to do, like I said, if you want to take these off, I'm not happy with that, I want to take it off. Just get your soldering iron, just touch the area, drops off. And do the same with that one. Just touch the surfaces, it just drops off. So easy. I've learned so much from doing this, guys. And it's, funnily enough, it's so therapeutic, it's mad. These are already tinned. These are done, right? So, not, obviously our other end I haven't done. So it's just this one, this end here. Okay. So what we've got to do, we've got to do the tinning again. Look, there might be a material. Let's see what happens. There we go. Look, we'll just touch the end of it. There's not a lot on there, guys. So just get you in, just a dab, like we said about. Just a snort, like that. On the end, always remember, just a small. You don't need loads, a small amount. And that blooming steady hand, which I haven't got. So I'm resting my hand this time to see if we can do it now, right? Okay, so tin it up, look, there we go. You can see the tin on it. And then you just apply just a little bit. Steady hand, hold it near it, wait for it. There we go, guys, look at that, look. This tinning game, once I'll describe at the end exactly the basics, what we've been doing, so that we know that it should work every time, the principles. And let's say this is the cheapest, about £8 off eBay with that kit. Really, you can buy dear ones, which I have bought, and now I've sussed this thing. Hey, anyhow, let's crack on and do the second one. Again, tin it up. Tin it up. If it looks like there's not enough material, go to your solder, smallest amounts on the end. Have another go. There we go. Right, now we're starting to look good. Right, all we're going to do is the same. Get the surfaces warm. The material, the solder will start cooling, and it will stick. Okay, now there we go. There you go, guys. Look at that one, that one. Okay, let's see if this one will work, shall we, guys? Right, let's try it. Here we go, look. I don't know if you can see that. Yep, you can see it lighting up, can't you? And that's how you do them, you know. I'll do another video another day and I'll show you how I do the lights so you can reverse. There's video, I copied a lot of stuff off of YouTube. Is unbelievable for helping you these days. But I'm trying to do, just show you how to, basic soldering, really, as basic as you can do. Okay, right now. What I'm going to do, because obviously we're nearly done now, I'm going to pick you up, guys. Okay, I'll spin you around and then we'll just do the quick talk. So what we've done today, just so we can cover what we've been doing, and you know that it works. Let's turn this little thing off. Great little thing, that brilliant. That £2.60, and I use them on my guard vans, as you might have seen. Brilliant idea. And solder again, LEDs. If you want, please do leave any comments. If you want me to do any demonstrations of showing you how I've done my lights on my locos and the guard vans, you know, please do. I'm willing to help, because it's such a good thing to do, learning how to do soldering. Okay, so we've established how to do the railway. You know, not very neat, but once you've got a bit of black paint on either side and the wire, the red isn't really how, but it's just to demonstrate of basically putting it on there, really, getting it on the track. Once you've got adhesion, it will stick. None of these black things that you see on the track. I've done away with mine. They're not there. You might, if you look on previous videos, you can see the things you buy, the Hornby connectors. I've replaced them by doing this bridge over each side, so you can't. And then, like I say, a bit of black paint, you won't see them. And then obviously what we've done an LED, and we dropped it down by putting 2 resistors on it, with the solder. You know, you can see there. Doesn't have to be very clean. Use some heat shrink, guys. Slide over to protect it so you don't get much voltage go through. Now you can put that on 9 volts like what we've done, and it works. Let's just try it again. Might better show you it lighting up if it works now. Not on that way because it's minus. Hopefully it lights up to prove. There we go, guys. It works. Okay, anyway, so that's the 2 what we've done for the lessons today. Right, let's just turn you back round this way. Now I'm going to just speak the principles again. So get your soldering iron. I have my one right up hot. Don't matter, it's alright, don't do any harm. Clean your ends. Remember, scrunchy, drag it through it, clean up the ends. We'll do it now quickly, because I'm finished anyway. So it cleans your end before you're done, so you got a nice end. As you say, I'm trying to do this one-handed, guys. Right, and then it's pretty much there. Look, like, you know, it's a cleaned end. The end's all cleaned. Yeah. Sorry if it's a bit blurry, but you can see, get the drift. So this is assuming if you're starting. So it's cleaned up nice. So then what you do is, like we showed you earlier, you get your solder, you put a little bit of that on, just on the end, on the tip bit. Remember what I said, just on the tip, that's all you need. Right, and then if you get your material, say for argument's sake we've got another LED, you dip it in, always dip it in your flux, get some good flux, dip it in there. So you saw the ends, so you've got material on there. Then get your solder, as you show on the videos, just dab it on till it goes. You will see it tinning, you know it's worked. And then that's ready to take your wires that you've tinned. Same method, everything's the same method. Clean surface, use the flux, get it on the material on the ends once you've stripped them off. Then you get your ends, and when you've tinned them, where's the camera? Where is it? Where am I? Oh, blimey. Hold on. Should be a wire here showing in a minute. Why isn't it showing it? Oh, would you believe it? Right. I can't. It's not shut. Oh, here we go. Cool dear. Sorry, guys. Going backwards. Right, anyway. This is your end, so that'll be tinned. Same thing. Tin it. Bosh. Done. Then you just dab it onto that, hold it on to your LED or whatever you're using. Steady hand, just leave it for seconds, it cools, it sets. Job done. And and exactly the same for the track. Same principles. Let it get hot, tin it, same things. So you get your material, put your flux on it, on the rail, then add your solder till it adheres. Then get your wire that you've already pre-tinned already up through the floor, wherever you're on your board. Dab it on, it melts into the solder. Let it dry, job done. I hope that helps. I do waffle on, I know. So, anyhow, so that's just my little bit of a tutorial for an idiot doing soldering or learning. It's all a learning curve, so just enjoy it, guys, anyway. So, but I hope I've helped a little bit, and I'll catch you soon on the next video. We'll be on the track or more tutorials, see how we get on. But if you want to, do leave a comment if you want me to explain anything else that I do that's on my layout. I'll be gladly to help you if I can. So I appreciate you all, your company. Thanks for watching me. Hope I didn't bore your ears off. Take care now, and I'll see you soon, guys. Cheers. Take care. Bye.